Maybe I need to like refresh this page as well. And then it'll either be on or not. No. Oh,
Okay,
yes.
I think it is. I feel like that's how every live starts.
That's alright. At least we're here now. Let's make sure we look the right way though.
Got it all sorted. That is good.
Alright, we are officially live, the Earthly Roots podcast, so that we can get to know you guys, chat to you, but also chat to each other where we can't pause and...
Exactly. Edit the video. There's no editing now. This is it. So...
Although we've gotten pretty good at just chatting to each other and being able to just keep going when we make mistakes, so it won't be too different.
Yeah, no. It'll be nice not to edit, but I'm excited to do a live. Do our first live. Hopefully everything's working okay. If anyone is out there or you're watching this back, hello. It's nice to see you. It is a cozy little Saturday afternoon here that we've got going, where we are definitely feeling festive right now.
So festive.
I actually bought this gnome today, so I've just added it here for decoration, getting all the Christmas decorations out.
We've been really festive as well with just what we've done today. Like you went to the shops this morning, probably looking for some nice Christmas gifts or other things. And then we've been busy creating like some videos together and creating a giveaway, which we will announce a little bit later on today. So that's all good fun. But December's coming around pretty quick.
I know. Yeah. I'm excited though. Christmas is like one of my favourite times of the year.
Me too.
I love it. So I'm excited because we've both decided to do Vlogmas, or to try Vlogmas.
Yes, we're those crazy types of people that think we can manage a video
insane.
each day. We'll be crying by like halfway through the month. Like, why have I done this?
Yeah, but if anyone doesn't know, Vlogmas is basically when you do a daily vlog up until Christmas, pretty much. It's pretty popular for a lot of vloggers out there.
It's like a lifestyle thing.
Yeah.
So you share your life each day and you try to kind of theme it around the festive season as well as what your channel is about. So it's all a bit of fun.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Your first one?
Yeah, my first one. So I'm trying to plan some of the videos. We actually filmed one today, which was exciting. Just a little Christmas tag. But we've planned a few other ones, which is going to be good.
I think it'll be fun. We'll egg each other on, and you guys will need to egg us on as well, because it definitely gets, I've done it before a couple of years back, and it definitely gets challenging on like day 10, 11, 12. Like once family things and work parties start to happen, I think that's when it gets the most challenging. And you have a big trip ahead of you as well, so...
Yeah, so I'm not too sure if I'm going to make the full 24 days, but we're going to be leaving, before Christmas, basically, to go on a big trip to the UK and
to have the best Christmas of all.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice.
Yes, hopefully. So jealous.
Oh, I'll send lots of photos.
Let's, first of all, we would like to say a massive thank you to all of you guys, because we have just reached a massive milestone.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we have just reached 1,000 listens on our podcast, and that's only the audio version of it. So it doesn't even include all of the views here on YouTube. So we're super pumped to be out there in your ears and on your tellies or wherever you listen to us. It's just such an honor to get to share our conversations with you all.
Yeah, it's been really cool to have this podcast. It's something that I mean, I know I've wanted to do for a long time, and have someone to chat to about it, and just because I listen to so many podcasts myself, just to like have in the car or when I'm gardening, and it's always nice to have like, you know, someone who's a little bit more relatable as well. And I mean, I relate to a lot of what you're doing, so
me too. But
really
we also
nice
do a lot of things differently, and so that's really cool to unpack together and
to learn from each other. And
I wanted to say hello to Amanda from Rock Pile Off Grid. Super excited to have you here.
Cool.
I know that's a name that I definitely hear a lot on our channel. Yes, she's just said hi.
Okay, cool.
We're still figuring out all this technology stuff. I think both our heads will just be going in all directions as we go through today. But yeah, if you guys are out there, say hello. It makes us feel like there's someone else out there listening, and we're not just talking to our cameras.
Yeah, no, it was a feat to kind of get this set up and all together. Like, it was definitely confusing, but yeah.
Yeah, so I cannot believe, like, with December coming around so quick, I feel like just not long ago we sat here together, Robyn, and we started to talk about spring and all the spring planting we were about to do and all the rain that was coming our way, and we were anticipating what it was going to be like. And I just can't believe that it's now coming to the end of November and it's almost summer.
It's a bit scary, actually.
It doesn't feel real.
It's gone. Yeah. But it'd be cool to chat about what we're actually doing in the garden right now and kind of how it's changed. Because this is kind of acting like a podcast episode as well for you to, listen back or whatever. So we thought we'd kind of go over what our gardens are looking like at the moment, things we're planting, what's going on basically.
Yeah, and if it really did hit us, like the rains and everything, if it hit us as hard as they did, or if we're kind of managing a little bit more, because I feel like the weather around us especially was so much different from what it was like expected to be.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, we were told that we would have all of these rains and winds. Like, springtime is windy season around us. And I feel like the rains just keep either skipping us or only staying for a couple of days and then it's sunny.
Yeah, it's not the same here.
No?
We're getting,
so you're getting all of it?
We're getting all of the rain.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was still raining the other day. It's only, just started to dry out a little bit, the garden. So I've been planting trees down the very back of the property to get them in now so that it can break up all the clay soil down the end. But it's definitely really been windy here.
Oh, the wind's insane sometimes.
Crazy. Yeah.
I've heard it all of today as well.
I know.
We had the door open. It was just like aghast out there. It was crazy.
Yeah, so it makes it hard to film, but at least we can do this inside at the moment.
Yeah, but I've noticed especially lately in my garden, everything that I've planted into the garden, I have so many random seeds popping up because I feel like I planted things into the ground when it wasn't the right season and then forgot about them because they wouldn't come up. And now everything's just like, hey, we're ready.
That's so cool though. I love how seeds just pop up naturally. Like, they know when it's their time.
Yeah,
and they'll just
I think that's really magical.
Yeah. So what is popping up in your, what's the time, what to plant right now? What are you doing?
So the main things that are really like going off are potatoes, tomatoes, the zucchini is finally coming up, and cucumber as well. My pumpkins have just sprouted in the compost pile. We have maybe 100 in one little spot.
Yeah, cute.
Not sure what kind of pumpkins they are, but I'm sure they're good.
Yeah.
What else? My corn came up, but it's not looking very good.
Yeah. Okay.
It's getting like nibbled and it's hardly coming up. Like, it's just sprouted and that's it.
Maybe it is too early then. Do you
Perhaps.
reckon? I remember last year, I had really good success planting it in late summer.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was, but maybe because it was really humid as well. And then I was harvesting it in autumn. So
yeah, which I mean, the first time that I grew corn, like when we first moved onto the homestead, we planted it January, late January.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe it is just too early.
Maybe.
I'm running out of corn plants though, corn seeds.
Yeah.
Put them all into the ground.
Them again.
They'll pop up soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
And I think I also have either carrots or basil coming up everywhere as well.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
It's in a big pile, which makes me feel like it's been washed away.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They're smaller seeds, so I suppose they might be.
It's pretty possible with all the rains especially.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have that many rains, but we have enough that it's washed it away. What about you? What's popping up?
Well, the zucchinis are doing really well as well. They're kind of, they're about this size now, not the fruit, but the plant.
That's massive.
Yeah, so they're growing nicely.
I love zucchini.
Same. I could grow so much of it.
Yeah.
Because I like to freeze it and then make zucchini bread and freeze zucchini
yum.
bread.
I was just about to ask what you make. I make a lot of zucchini brownies.
Yum.
So yummy. and like really healthy. You can add a lot of like coconut oil and nuts, and you're taking away all of like the nasty things that normally brownies would have.
Yeah, nice. I'm trying to think what else. Like, I don't have as much veggies in the ground right now. I have more flowers that I'm planting. So I just planted 2 beds of zinnias.
Beautiful.
It's exciting. Harvested all the statice the other day, all the snapdragons, made some bouquets with those and sent them to drop them off at the nursing home today.
That's so lovely.
Yeah, but I would like to get a little bit more veggies in. I did plant tomatoes as well. That's another one.
Now's the time to do it because they're all annuals, so they will only last so long before you have to harvest them for the flower garden.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I'm trying to like, I always get to the point, like this point where I kind of leave things. I'm like, oh, it's okay. I'll just leave another week. And then it's like, okay, now I actually have to figure out how long things take to grow in summer and need that warm period so that they actually can grow.
Successfully grow.
Yeah, so I'm starting to think more about, like I've planted the cucumbers as well. And I think this week or the next week I'll get in like watermelons and pumpkins because they take a little bit more time as well.
Yeah, so, I tried to get my watermelons in really early because I knew they would need such a long season. Because last year I didn't have any success with my watermelon. I planted it in and nothing came up. So I'm not sure. Did
you just sow the seed? Or
I did try, yeah. Maybe I have to like soak it or something before planting it in.
Maybe.
I'll experiment this year. Yeah. I'm planning on putting some watermelons in.
Yeah, because you plant a lot of like just seeds in the ground, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of success with seedlings. I'll have a bit of success where they germinate and I'm like, oh yay, we got new seeds and they'll grow for a while, and then I neglect them and they dry up.
Yeah, I like to do seedlings just because of the animals around that we have, like the bandicoot, and I've noticed like feral cats, or not feral cats, but just like cats in the neighborhood, and I think they're walking around at night and just like doing their business, and I see like paw prints everywhere, and they're not our cats because they're like fresh from the night before. Yeah,
and your cats don't go out at night.
Yeah, so like if I'm planting a row of seeds, sometimes it'll just be scratched up by the morning, probably from the bandicoot. Yeah, and then the cat probably chasing the bandicoot. So yeah, it's a bit difficult, but things that like, there's a few things like carrots you kind of have to plant direct. So yeah.
I guess the seedlings do give things a head start, and I have enjoyed using my tomato seedlings because they've been a really good idea for just getting ahead of the slugs and the snails and things like that.
Amanda said my herb garden is taking off here in WA. That's cool. Whereabouts in WA are you from? I used to live in Margaret River for 5 years. It's one of the most beautiful parts of Australia. I love WA.
I'd really love to visit. Sam's brother Levi just came back from a trip up that way.
Yeah, it's so pretty. I planted it out in midwinter and it's been looking sad for months and months. Then boom, bit of sun and it's looking beautiful. Yeah.
That's all it needs.
That's all it needs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just the longer days. I think we all need that as well.
Yeah. I've been loving just how light it is in the afternoons. Like, I haven't been doing any garden work up until like 6 at night sometimes.
That's the best time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice and peaceful. The birds kind of calm down because we have lots of lorikeets and cockatoos around. They're so loud during the day, but towards the nighttime you get all the little birds and the whip birds, and they're really nice to listen to.
I was gonna say my body still hasn't acclimatized to the change in not just the temperature but also like the daylight, because usually I'd be out in my garden from like 7 a.m. until 1 p.m. and now that's one of the hottest periods of the day, and so I've just been sunburnt multiple times in the last few weeks. And then what I do love though is coming home and being able to nap after a day in the garden.
Yeah, same.
Because I actually have enough time. It's not like I'm going to wake up and it's dark.
Yeah. I feel like that could be a cool podcast episode, like how to actually
about napping.
No. Well, that could be a part of it, but like how to take care of yourself in the garden.
Yeah.
Because I feel like so many of us just kind of overwork ourselves, and like there's certain things you should be doing in the garden to like stay safe, and hydration is one of them.
But, and a hat.
Yeah.
The thing is, I put a hat on, I had my drink bottle with me, I had sunscreen on, and it still got me. It was just the UV rays were that high.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just a matter of gardening at a different time, like going in the evening times when it's cool instead of in the middle of the day when it's hottest.
Yeah.
And it's the same for our plants. Our plants get sunburnt as well, and you got to give them protection. Like some of them will appreciate having like shade over them or having trees nearby, and some of them love the sun and soak it all in.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm not looking forward to staying on top of the watering again though.
Neither am I.
Yeah.
Neither am I. I still haven't watered that much, but I'm starting to have to do a few buckets here and there.
Yeah. It takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I could imagine in Perth, Amanda, that you're having to water things a lot more often. I know the rains haven't hit you guys quite like they have here on the south coast. So I'd be interested to know how you kind of stay on top of that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, my herbs haven't really done too much so far. My basil hardly come up.
Yeah, I haven't actually... Oh, I'd planted a little bit, but it's pretty slow. My parsley is going to seed, unfortunately.
Already?
I know.
Mine hasn't even come up yet.
Oh, really? Mine is just... I planted mine quite a few months ago and kind of like overwintered.
Yeah.
Maybe I planted it at the wrong time.
I think it's the rain. The rain is still messing things up in the garden.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't feel like it's as bad as last year, it's still... It's there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So what else has been happening in the garden as far as the flowers go?
Well, I've actually started planting a rainforest garden down the very back.
What does that mean?
Well, I planted about like 10 or 12 trees. So I'm just creating like a little native rainforest patch because I love rainforest species.
Beautiful.
And also just want to have a little bit of like habitat down there where it can like overtake and overrun the grass, and it can just be... I don't have to mow it.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than
mowing
grass.
Is so annoying.
I'm not a fan of grass, I must say.
So yeah, I've planted all the trees and then just like put cardboard and mulch around them, and then eventually I'll like kind of like mow a pathway, and then wherever the pathway is, and I'll just keep just dumping cardboard and like whatever comes out of the garden. It's just going to be like a massive chop and drop area.
Wow.
So I can just... It's going to look messy, and...
But that's the point, at least, until it establishes itself. Yeah.
I think the main thing about, like, when you're starting a new garden from scratch is to... And you've never, like, planted anything in there, just building the soil health is really important. And my way of doing that is really lazy. Like, I just chuck organic matter on and let nature do its thing. But it's working so far.
Yeah.
It's killing the grass, and, like, the grass layer is almost that thick. It's, like... the rhizomes on this grass, I can't remember, I think it's buffalo grass. No, it's not. I can't remember.
No idea. I can't.
It's like a really thick leaved grass, and you have to use like a mattock to get it out. Yeah. And it's just insane. So just layering things on, I've noticed that the worms are just doing their thing.
Yeah.
Slowly eating
worms are incredible, aren't they? And that's the thing, that grasses and things, when you want to like get rid of it by putting things on top, they're not seeing the sunlight, and sunlight is so necessary for any plant to grow. So it makes sense, and then all of that organic matter will go right back in.
Yeah.
I wonder if it creates seeds though, or if it'll grow easily from its roots once you do uncover it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't plan on uncovering it though.
Okay.
I'm just keeping on like putting on layers.
Oh, okay.
So,
eventually just can't get any higher.
Well, yeah, it'll eventually just turn into compost, basically. So, and that's like I've done with all my no-dig beds, is just like fork it, cardboard, and then overlay it with whatever I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has Charles Dowding, is that his name, been quite an inspiration for you in that way?
Yeah, but I don't use exactly what he does, because he uses cardboard and then compost.
Oh, okay.
And I just don't have that much compost. No one has
expensive.
that much compost. Yeah.
Well, his compost system is incredible.
Yeah.
And still a very lazy approach where you're kind of throwing it into one place and then turning it to the middle.
Yeah, like I did use that for some of the beds. Like I had mushroom compost that I used, but a lot of the other beds I've just been using, so whenever we mow the lawn, I'll just collect all the grass clippings. That plus a bit of water, plus sugarcane mulch, plus some seagrass from near the ocean.
Like seaweed?
Seaweed, yeah. But it's like, it's the seagrass though.
Oh, okay.
It's like...
it's like the light green stuff.
Yeah. And layering that and then watering it all down with worm castings creates amazing soil.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so I prefer that. Yeah, because it's cheaper.
Yeah, and that is like you can be so resourceful in a garden. There's so much that you can put back that's actually going to add a lot more nutrients into the soil again, and then you're not having to fight with like pesticides being used on things or not knowing what's really coming onto your soil. So yeah, it's a good way to do it. Speaking of the ocean and seaweed, I have to say that pig face fruit is almost ripe.
Yay! Awesome.
I've been checking my beach every single time we've been going with the dogs, and the flowers have already bloomed. The fruit has started to form, and I think a few more weeks, and you should go and pick some.
Yeah, I've actually never tried it.
Oh,
I've wanted to.
It's really nice.
Yeah. Is it really sweet?
It's salty.
Salty.
It's like a salty strawberry essentially.
Okay.
So it's a really unusual flavor, and yet it's really like addictive.
Yeah.
Like it's really tasty.
I'll have to try it.
I've only tried it once before because there was only so many fruits available, but I'm so excited to like actually get a good little.
Yeah, cool. You'll have to take a photo so I can like
of what it looks like. Yeah.
But because the leaves are also edible, aren't they?
Yes, they are, but they're not very nice.
Okay.
I tried them as well. They're almost like slimy and tart at the same time. I imagine they're what like okra would taste like.
I like okra.
Oh, okay. I've never tasted okra.
That's quite good.
I'm just imagining.
But I always, just the pig face leaves, like it looks like you're eating a succulent plant.
Yeah. Well, that's essentially what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. I forgot about okra. I should plant that too.
Yeah.
Takes a long time to grow. Plant. Yeah.
I'd love to try some if you do end up growing it.
Yeah, definitely. It's quite nice.
I just don't know if I want to dedicate, like I know I have so much space in my gardens, but I don't know if I want to dedicate space to something I don't know the flavour of.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have had a dish with it before where it was like stewed in like tomato and that was nice.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah. Is that called like gumbo or something?
I have no idea.
Yeah, we always cut them up and then we like crumb them with like just normal breadcrumbs, but like dipping them first in soy milk and apple cider vinegar. I know that sounds super disgusting, but it creates like a yogurt kind of flavour, and then you fry them.
Nice.
It's not healthy, but
sounds delicious though.
It's
I mean,
really
it's got a vegetable inside it, so it must be healthy.
Yeah.
That's my excuse with anything. True. I made rhubarb barbecue sauce and I put it on anything, and I'm like, it's healthy because it's vegetable.
Exactly. And you're using like your own produce, so you've got to use it.
It's even more special.
Yeah.
I saw your rhubarbs going crazy in your garden. You're going to have to harvest it into something delicious.
I know. Then I'm going to have to like propagate it again and give it on to more people, and then your rhubarb will just make its way into like the whole suburb.
Well, you know what? It's actually my friend's rhubarb.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it already is spreading like wildfire, and I love that. Nice. It's so good. Yeah. I've actually planted a bunch of it in our food forest because I just want so much of it.
Yeah.
The barbecue sauce is like next level.
Yeah, I'll have to make some of that.
With the apple, made such a big difference to the flavour, because the first time I tried it with raisins, as Becky from Acre Homestead suggested, and I didn't like it. And this time I was like, nah, I'm going to use the spices I like. I'm going to use apple because I know it'll melt away, and it was perfect.
Yeah, nice. Exciting.
Highly recommend.
Yeah.
Aren't okra slimy inside? That's what I thought.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're not a fan of that texture, like it is a little slimy inside, but that's why we like to eat it how we do. We kind of just like fry it up, so it's crispy on the outside. Then
is it still slimy inside?
It's more soft.
Okay.
But if you pick it when it's young, it's kind of just like a green bean. That's what it tastes like when they're really small. But if they get larger, then that's when they produce like the jelly. Yeah, and it's like a really short harvesting window. It'll either be too small, and if you don't want to eat it fresh, then it can be slimy. But if it's too big, it'll just be really tough to the point where you won't even be able to cut it with a knife very well. So yeah, it's an interesting plant that grows really well in the subtropics. Look, I'll give everything a go at least once. There's always a way to cook it. Worst case scenario, deep fry. Exactly. You can't go wrong. Yeah. All right, I reckon, should we announce our little giveaway? Yes. And how you guys at home, and I'm sure Amanda, you'll be the first to You're on it.
What I want to say apply, and apply is not the right word. To enter and know about it. Have a chance to do things. So we've been really busy like little elves today, creating these little seed packets that we drew onto. They look like this. And I just gave it away. I just said seed packets.
Oh, well, there we go.
Well, we have created a little advent calendar for 4 lucky subscribers or listeners of our podcast. Each day you'll be able to plant some seeds from our stash of seeds along with us, and hopefully we can create a little Christmas garden or just enjoy a lot of summer harvests.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of interesting ones in there.
Yes.
Did we say, are we actually saying?
We're going to say some of them. Like, we can't leave you guys completely in the dark.
True.
That wouldn't be us.
No, there's some, so they are seeds, just to clarify that. The seed packets. There's a few in each, so not like a lot, but enough to just like, I think of it as like a tasting palette.
Oh, I love that. A Christmas tasting palette.
Just thought about this then.
A Christmas tasting garden.
Exactly. So you can try things out and see if they grow well, whether you like them or not. There's 25.
Yes,
25
one for each
different
day.
ones. Yep. So, and we will also be planting some of them in our videos as well.
As part of Vlogmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might have to plant a few extras, especially towards the end of the month.
Yeah, I might have to do like batch plantings.
Yeah.
To fit them all in. But I think it'll be really cool to
I'm so excited.
Because I've never tried a lot of these as well, because we came together and we shared the seeds, so we're both getting different things as well, and hopefully you will be getting different ones as well, and they're all so for each of the days they're the same for everyone.
Yes, so like on day 1 we all plant the same seeds together, and we are going to create a little like list of all of the seeds included all together somewhere on our podcast page or somewhere, so that you guys that didn't win the giveaway can still kind of participate. You just might have to get your own seeds. What I love about the seeds though is a lot of the vegetables have come directly from the Bega Valley growers. We have a seed saving group, and they save the seeds from their garden and then sell it out to the public, and so that way you can almost guarantee that those varieties are going to grow really well, at least in the area where I live. So it'll be cool to see how that translates around Australia.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and they're all and we saved some of the seeds ourselves.
Yes.
So they're from both of our gardens, and they're all plants that can be planted around this time as well. So we've kind of
plants.
Chosen them so you can get them in the ground as soon as you receive them, or if you want to have a look at the list, then this is an idea of what you can plant right now.
Yeah. Exactly. And to enter the giveaway, which we should probably say.
We'll go through all that stuff.
The easiest way to enter is just to comment down below what your favorite thing about Christmas time is, or just comment, because we're going to do a giveaway like comment picker. And so you only need to leave one comment, because it's not going to accept duplicate answers. So comment as many things as you like, but know that it's going to be only one entry. And so on Wednesday on our Instagram page, we'll go live and we'll announce who the winners are going to be that way. So that's one way to enter. The second way to enter is after this live, we're going to put a post up on Instagram, and same thing, just leave a comment down on that post, and we'll pick 2 winners from YouTube and 2 winners from Instagram.
So if you comment on both, like, you'll have a better chance of winning as well.
Exactly.
And also there'll be kind of, if you're on YouTube, just making sure you're subscribed to the channel, and on Instagram, to follow our Instagram page and both of our personal pages as well to enter on the Instagram portion.
Because that way we'll be able to contact you nice and easily if you are a winner, as opposed to like jumping over hurdles to try and make this happen. Especially because being an advent calendar, we need to kind of send it out ASAP so that it gets to you. Western Australia.
We'll have to double check about that.
I know. We'll have to see which seeds we can send, and then maybe...
maybe if it's WA, we could do like a voucher or something.
That sounds nice.
We'll cater for...
Or a tea advent calendar.
Or something like that. We'll cater for that, so we'll come up with some prize for WA. So,
That's a really nice idea.
And Tasmania as well might be the same.
I think... Is it Northern Territory as well? I think it's...
I'll have to double check. It might be...
So maybe if you are a winner in a country where you have strict imports, thanks for letting us know, Amanda.
A state knock, because we won't be able to do overseas. either.
What did I say?
You said country.
Oh. I was thinking territory and then I said country.
Yeah.
So if you're in a state that has strict import laws, then just let us know if you are a winner and we can try come up with something else, as Robyn said.
Definitely.
That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yep.
just so you know, so that you don't get scammed by anything, because I know sometimes with giveaways there's a lot of scams that can happen. The winners will only be announced by us on our stories live, so you will see our faces as we announce the winners.
Yes.
So you can be rest assured that you're not getting scammed by anyone.
Yeah, and I mean, whoever enters, like, we will have to get your address as well. Not just your home address, but like PO box or whatever.
Yeah.
Just know that there'll be a physical product being sent if you're in a state that can receive it. Yeah.
And just legalities and stuff as well. This giveaway is in no association with YouTube or Instagram or anyone else. It's just purely us wanting to give back to you guys and do something really fun for the festive season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And speaking of the festive season, I reckon the next topic we should talk about is what's coming up this summer, and with Vlogmas and everything else, maybe give some clues on what's coming, or
a few video sneak peeks.
Yeah, could be fun.
Well, yeah, we'll both be really busy.
I'm like listening. I'm like, what are you doing?
I have like a plan. I have an Excel spreadsheet.
Lovely.
Dates, ideas, status, filmed, yes or no kind of thing.
That's the thing. You got to be so organised with Vlogmas. It can get overwhelming quick.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and not do really long videos. That'll just be too much editing, and my computer will just calc it probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, videos, like, I'd really love to do like some more garden tours, decorating the Christmas tree, some gift ideas. That's a big one that we're kind of doing a collaboration with one other person as well. So make sure to keep an eye out for lots of videos on different channels.
That's my favourite thing about Christmas time. I feel like the community really does start to come together, and there's different people that have like collaboration ideas and just ways to just share more and just be festive and fun, even when we're all over Australia or the state, which is really cool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know I love seeing when people come together on YouTube, and it's like two worlds colliding, and it's really nice.
It can be overwhelming to organise. I know last year I found it quite overwhelming, but the fun and the joy of the collaboration like outweighed that by far.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I also have a fun little calendar coming out really soon. I think I'll post it at the same time as the giveaway announcement. Not the announcement, like the giveaway winners. I'll post my little calendar up, but I thought it could be fun for Vlogmas or even the festive season to just do as much together as we can. And if you're up for doing a few fun activities and challenges, then I'll be able to share what I'm getting up to, and we can kind of talk about it and do all the fun things that make Christmas like really good.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a nice happy time, and it's a super busy time as well, because the garden also takes up so much of our time as well.
We're so lucky down here in Australia, aren't we?
So much to do, but hopefully it'll be fun to document it, and just saying that it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
You're reassuring yourself.
I am.
I will be okay.
Yeah.
Robyn and I, let's see, we should have like a tally of how long it takes us both to break down.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
I don't do that because then I get competitive.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna win at breaking down or not?
Not breaking down.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
No, it'll be good. And the thing is that there's no pressure on Vlogmas. It is all just a bit of fun, and if you're stressed out, like, just drop it. I think our community has been so understanding and supportive that they will understand.
Yeah.
Same to me.
Yeah.
I remember I couldn't handle past like day 16, and I had filmed like a few ahead, but I think it'll be fine. Like,
going back to that.
Let's move on.
Yeah, so Vlogmas, I mean, I know I'm super excited for decorating and like Christmas lights, and there's a few Christmas markets around that I will definitely be going to.
I would love to go to a Christmas market. I keep looking them up and I haven't been able to find any yet.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there's one in Melbourne, which will be...
Oh yeah, Melbourne will definitely have one. Yeah. That'll be the place to go. I was just looking at the tiny little ones around us.
Yeah, well, that's why I haven't found anything.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that'll be good. But yeah, and then we're also going to be taking a little bit of a break from the podcast as well, just to have Christmas, to have
12 episodes. We've worked so hard.
Yeah, but we're doing really well in terms of like where we're at. Like, I'm really proud of how it's doing, and I'm so thankful that, you know, people are watching and listening to the podcast. Like, it's so cool to actually see like regular viewers and see the stats behind it. I love a bit of statistics.
Me too.
Having a look at that,
That used to be my favourite in maths.
Yeah, reached the 1,000. I can't relate about the maths, but
why won't you relate with me?
Sorry. The 1,000 views, which is really cool.
Yep, you also saw that on the home and leisure.
Home and I think it was Australian home and garden charts. We were number 12 today.
Yeah, but even just like hearing from our community so early on, like I remember my YouTube channel at 100 subscribers. It was like crickets out there. Yeah. Like I was like, hey, is anyone still interested? Am I doing this for me or for you? And so it's just been really, and I know that it's come because we both have established channels and like what the value we can bring just by having conversations together and asking each other questions is really valuable, and I can see that coming out in our analytics, but it's just really exciting to see like the human connections that we're making out there.
Yeah, and to kind of know that we are being relatable to other people, or that it might help some people, or that, I don't know, it's a comfort to some people. It's really hard not being able to see people a lot of the time. Like it just doesn't really hit you. I don't know, it's such a weird thing, creating content and then having people consume it but not actually physically seeing them. But one day I'd love to do like
a meetup or something.
Yeah.
So many people I've talked to have been like, oh, if only we had like a Homesteaders of Australia organisation or something happening here. Maybe one day someone will make it happen.
You could do that.
Yeah.
You got spare time, don't you?
Eye twitching. Amanda just asked Vlogmas, did we explain it properly? So
true. I don't.
So Vlogmas is like a lifestyle video. I don't know my words.
It's like one vlog a day in December up until Christmas, and you can either do just like a daily vlog or something Christmassy. I'm personally going to be doing just like either a Christmas one or just a garden vlog. Yep, it's just going to be one video a day, whether that's short or long, just to share with you all what I'm getting up to, basically.
Yeah,
and document.
And being such a busy period of time in the garden, it's like the best time to be sharing daily, because things are changing every single day. But it is also just a way to kind of, because you're seeing your favorite creators every single day, when you're commenting and we're reading those comments, we're actually able to interact with you like the next day. So it's probably the closest thing to a live video that you can get, because you are getting to see the progress in a month, day by day, and it's so much fun.
I will be doing like a little bit more like pre-filmed videos though.
Oh, me too. You
Not
have
all
to.
of them will be like the day of, because that means you've got to do everything, edit, and then upload, which that's just not realistic for my schedule, at least.
Yeah. Vlogmas is just pure chaos, but it's so much fun. It's like essentially a challenge to see how long you can last. I know a few years ago I did like a gingerbread house competition. I did like a list of all my favorite movies. This year I want to do a lot of like preserving and talking about like gift ideas, as well as like drinks and food that you can make to give to others as well. Doing a few more like challenges to really celebrate the Australian Christmas. I know we talked about this earlier today, that so often Christmas to us is like this idea of a white Christmas and like really extravagant and gifts and decorations and things everywhere, and me personally, that's not my style. So I know decorating this year will be really natural, using what I have, going outside, collecting some natives, preserving things and using them as gifts rather than going out and purchasing things. So I'm really looking forward to sharing those kinds of things. And
definitely. I think we get a lot of like FOMO from the Northern Hemisphere when it's just super different. Like I know we were talking about before, like I myself as well do get a bit of FOMO sometimes, but then I'm like, oh, actually we're in such a great time of the year.
Yeah.
We should be celebrating this time of year, and it's just because it's not established yet. Like, there's not a lot of seasonal things that we do here in Australia that are like ingrained in our culture or traditions or whatever. So it is hard, but there are so many things happening out in nature, like with different birds and trees and flowers that are flowering, and it's something that I want to do is connect a little bit more to that and celebrate that a little bit more rather than just getting FOMO, even though I'm literally going to go over there.
I know, and I'm so jealous, but
but it's still, like, I love Australia. Yeah. And I love summer in Australia, more so down here because it's less extreme.
Yeah.
It is scary in a lot of places with bushfires, but there's a lot happening, and I just love how busy it is.
Yeah. And I just wanted to say something as well. The great thing about summer here and Christmas time at this period of the year is we get to go and wear our favourite dresses. You know, we don't have to rug up with jumpers and leggings and boots. Like, we can be free in something that makes us feel beautiful and lovely. We can have picnics and barbecues. We can have fresh salads and fruit and vegetables from the garden, and not a lot of people in a white Christmas situation can say that. I'm really waving my hands. I'm so excited. Woo!
So yay for summer in Australia.
You can tell it's late in the night. You get a bit loopy at this time of the night.
That's really nice what Amanda said about WA homesteaders organising the first seed swap and meetups. That's really, really cool. Like, community really is everything, and I know that's something I was just like reaching for with this channel, and I feel like, you know, I've got you and a few other people I've met, like, I've really built it up, and I love when people come in and just seeing everyone and what they're doing in their garden. I'm very nosy.
Well, it humanises the audience. Like, it makes you guys real to us because we can actually hear what's happening in your garden and the things that are frustrating you or the experiences that you've had. It doesn't feel so one way. I would love to have a live where, and I don't think this is possible, but a live where, like, you can see everyone kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, you could have like a Zoom call, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. That could be a bit intense, hey?
Yeah.
Everyone, I don't know. Maybe one day. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
I can just imagine it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vlogmas, summer gardens, everything's about to happen. And I think this little break for us is going to be a really good way to just take advantage of everything that comes with the Christmas and the holiday times. Being with family, being around good food and friends, and not having to think about too many things. Yeah. We will be back though. Yes. I don't think we announced when we're coming back. So we will be back with our first podcast episode on February 2nd. I know that sounds far away right now, but we still have a few more episodes to come out on our podcast channel and here on YouTube. And then we'll take a little break over the festive season and January and come back better and stronger.
Exactly. It's going to be, the next few ones are going to be a little bit different though. Yeah. Should we say what they're going to be?
Yeah, I mean, we can.
They're going to be solo episodes.
Yeah, so trying out something new.
Yeah. Do you want to give a little bit of a sneak peek on what?
Yeah. So I actually recorded my first solo episode. We said we would try to. All about the first year of homesteading for me compared to the second year, and just some of the challenges and successes that we had. Giving you guys a bit more of an understanding of what our homestead is like right now and how we have built it up to this way, but also looking into the future and where it's headed, because if you know and you've been watching our channel, we have a bus that we're converting, and what we have right now isn't always going to be, especially because we're on a rented homestead. So yeah, that was a really fun chat that I had. Unfortunately, my video failed. So it'll just be the audio, but still good listening, I hope. Yeah. Me chatting for an hour straight. Yeah. I missed you, you know.
I'm really... It's going to be weird. I haven't filmed mine yet, but I'm excited to listen to yours and just see like what it sounds like.
I probably rambled the whole time.
But that's what a podcast is. Like,
yeah,
that's
I guess
what
so.
We do. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the flower farm and just like kind of like overcoming a few hurdles that I've had this year. Yeah, just a little bit. Like, I cover a lot on my YouTube channel, but I'll go a little bit more in depth on like how I'm actually feeling, and how just like normalizing that feeling of kind of never doing enough a little bit in the garden. But yeah, I'll chat flower farm, and
especially at the beginning of something that big as well.
Yeah, because it's not going great, but like it's getting there though. Like things are happening and starting to happen now. So
yeah, and that's the reality of things. Like we do have a few subscribers that I know have commented saying that they have their own flower farms, and I think sometimes when someone is going to a new venture, like I had someone with my sourdough recipe like criticize that, you know, my sourdough's too wet. And the reason I showed that footage of the very beginning stages is because it is hard at the beginning. Like you don't have the technique. The sourdough starter isn't mature yet, so it's not doing what it should. Like you're still trialing out all the different methods and recipes. And I think it's really valuable to show people those beginning stages when you're not perfect, as opposed to just show the perfect picture of like, oh, I'm a perfect expert at making sourdough and it works out every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like, I'm a perfect flower farmer and everything I grow pops up.
Yeah, because realistically, like so many other people are also in that boat.
Yeah.
Not in the boat of where the sourdough looks like perfect and perfect. Still tastes
what is
amazing.
perfect?
Like
Oh,
it was
so
like
good.
your second or third try when I tasted that sourdough.
It was so
yummy.
yummy.
Amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Like I wouldn't complain about that at all. But yeah, so many people are in that boat, and it's nice to just like have like the encouragement, I suppose, and just learn from each other.
I agree. Yeah. Because we all start somewhere, and one day, hopefully, we become experts at what we do, and then we can teach it to others. But there's also value in showing the process, and I think on both our channels, that's something we really value in showing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And talking through it on the podcast too.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're gonna start wrapping things up though.
Yeah.
Just make sure that there isn't anything else that we need to cover.
Don't think so.
Yes, homesteading is messy, especially at the beginning. And there's so many lessons that you learn for the first time experiencing them. I know this year has been awfully trying for Sam and I, and we've learnt so much through it that I think will just make us stronger going forward.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
It's been a hard year for everyone. So.
It has, hasn't it? And so we can all just like hold each other
Exactly.
and know that it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you so much guys for tuning in. Thank you Amanda for being here with us and chatting along with us. Thank you to all those that are listening either live as this is happening and just keeping quiet or those that are watching the replay. Don't forget to enter that giveaway with a comment down below or on our Instagram page. And
yeah, we'll see you on the 2nd. Well, no, we'll see you in the next few weeks, and then on the 2nd of February. But there'll be videos on both of our personal channels as well.
Oh, exactly.
So we won't be going away from that.
Yeah, you'll probably get sick of us after this December.
Will.
You'll see our faces that often on each other's channels and on our own. So yeah, definitely subscribe to The Nature Patch and Diane and Samson so that you don't miss out on any of that Vlogmas chaos.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Thank you so much for watching. And we will see you later.
See you later, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.